Welcome, everybody. Welcome to FM Training TV. We're going to be doing a little bit different stream today. Margaret, our wonderful broadcast engineer, while present, is sick, and so she will not be leading the introduction today. Welcome to FM Training TV, every day at 1 p.m. Pacific time, live streaming in HD on Twitch, YouTube, Discord. Join any of those platforms you want. We are bringing you great FileMaker training. We're going to have Nick on today. I'm going to talk here in a second about the upcoming schedule and stuff like that. The big one to note here is we will be off for the July 4th holiday. We would like to celebrate a little bit of freedom and have a tasty adult beverage and maybe grill something. And so we're just not going to be on that day. We will be back Friday, though, with some tools. But for the next 3 days, Nick is going to be covering this validating without validations series that he's doing. So if you would like to support us or the channel, generally speaking, please go to our website, FM Training TV here, and you can look at our live training here on the left side. There's some courses and stuff we have here. If you go to bundles, please buy a bundle. If you want a basic one that comes with our 3 main courses, Pro, Go Web Direct, and Server. Those are the 3. Plus has almost everything, basically, except a copy of Pro, and then the Complete is absolutely everything, and one annually licensed copy of Pro. Good for a single seat for any engineer. And yeah, so with that, I will hand it off to Nick, who we'll switch screen shares here, Nick.
Yes.
I'll stop sharing my screen, and I think you'll be able to take over at that point.
Yes, no problem. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, everybody, for joining today. So this a little bit special webinar without our usual host. So anyway, we here to so today what do? We do how to replace the validation tab in the field definition. So what's it about? So first, let me stop my camera. Okay, so what do we do? We want to replace this tab. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to replace this tab, right? And first, why we need to do that? Okay, so that's a good reason for that. First, this tab has been introduced in FileMaker 0.0. The very first, the FileMaker -10, the very first, you had this. Okay, so, and since it hasn't been modified, just one thing they added in FileMaker 6.0, I remember, the validation by calculation, but everything else was there since day one. Okay, everything. So why we need to change this? Okay, because since the beginning, this was a band-aid on a crack. Okay, it was a band-aid on the crack since the beginning. Okay, it wasn't something well-baked. It was rushed, quick and dirty, and it wasn't well-baked. And I think the people making FileMaker 1.0, they said, oh, maybe one day we come back there and fix this, right? But they never did. Never, ever. Claris, then FileMaker Inc., then Claris again, they never moved anything from this. Okay. So how this works? Okay. So I have a test field. And why is bad? Okay. First, I'm not going to talk about this, right? Because this is all about importing data. Okay. When you say only during data entry, that means the validation happen only when you type something on a field. If you import, this is ignored. Correct? So that's why, this, it's just on import. I don't even know why they didn't talk about import here. Validate data in the field. and we don't know on importing, on data entry. Okay, never mind. So this is for if you want the imports to prevent something to happen here, right? If you want that to work on import, you need to check always. Otherwise, if you have this on import, this is ignored. That's it. Okay. So, but that's why I'm not going to talk about this, because we're not going to do import anyway. And this, another beauty, they place this here. I don't even know why. That's another beauty. And and I will explain that what it is. So let's say I want a strict data type. I want a numeric only. So I have my tests, and I put a numeric, so everything okay. And if I put a text, here we come, boom. Okay, so this field is defined to contain numeric value only. Allow this non-numeric value. You say yes. Okay, so you say yes. But let's say you said no. So you say yes, okay, that's it, it's done. Okay, it's done. But every time you go there and you do up, it will ask you. Every time, it will come. So imagine you have 10 fields with this, and you have this 10 times. Okay, and then you said no. And then you click here and you said no. And then you click here and you said no. And then you click here and you said, okay, you don't even know. You said, no, I don't want it. Okay, so I don't want this. So no, it doesn't. And then they say revert field. That means, but even, but you said revert. You know what you see what I did? It said yes, non-numeric value revert, but it's still there. Right? So you understand the problem here. And it allows you to type something. You say, oh, that's cool. So let's say you have multiple fields. Okay. Let's say you have tests, test 2 and test 3. Right? With these non-numeric stuff, So test 2, test 3. Okay. So you said this, yes, no. So you said yes, and then you go there and said no. And then you go there, you said no. So you cannot go to the next tab. You said tab. He said no. You want to go there, you said no. Look, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I saw people getting crazy with this, crazy, right? So we don't use this, and this was a numeric only. But if you have not empty, unique, and existing, unique and not empty, okay, and strict, you have all of this, okay. It's a nightmare if you do this. It will. So anyway, so you got the point. I don't want to trash this stuff too much, because it's okay. It's it's by itself. So who is getting crazy with this in the audience? Jacob, can you check the Discord people? Who is getting crazy with this?
I think they are all becoming crazy with this. Oh no, we're buzzering in Top Cat. It's driving him nuts.
Okay. So
David Angel and one of our mics are typing rapidly. Ed Burkle is. Larry says it's driving him nuts currently.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So everybody is crazy with this. So let's get rid of this. Okay. Let's get rid of this. So I'm going to remove this because it's going to drive me crazy. Okay. So what do we want? Right? So here I have an example, right? What do we want? We want a date and to accept a date. So that's what I want, right? I want to accept a date. Okay. So let's say I'm putting this. So what do you expect to happen if I do this? Right? This. It just doesn't work. If I do this, it goes away. But if I do this, boom, it's a date. Let's say I'm doing this. Doesn't work. It's not a date. 13/1/2000, that doesn't work. It's not a date. The same as 2/56/2024, neither is a date. So you say, yeah, but Nick, you come with a crazy stuff that we don't understand. Oh, you think it's crazy? Well, let me explain. It is not crazy at all. Let's go there, right? And let's go there. Okay. Do you know about something called is valid, right? So what the is valid is, okay? Is this valid? Yeah, it's valid because, no, this is not, yeah, it's a bad example. Let's say, yeah, okay, no, because there's two invalid is valid. You have the is valid expression, but I will explain that to you later. Is valid. This is nothing less than the same mechanism of this. Is the same mechanism. So let me explain. Is valid, right? And then I say, okay, I want to test a date, correct? I want to test a date. So what do I do? Is valid get as dates, right? And I'm getting this, right? Is valid get as date this. So if this is valid, that's what you use. So that means if I get as date this field, is it valid or not? So if I do, oh, I shouldn't have done that. If I do is valid get as dates, get as dates, this, is it valid? No, it's not. But is it valid if I do this? Yes, he said 1. This is valid. What about if I do this? It's not valid. It's not a valid date, right? What happens if I do this? It's not valid. This is valid. This is a date. Also, this is a date. Also, this is a date, right? So it's smart enough to understand that this is a date as well. Or this is a date. Or this. Whatever, right? You understand. But if you do this, it's not a date anymore. Because this is not valid. So the is valid, it's for this type of thing. Okay? So you said you get as a date this. So whatever is this. And then you said, is this valid? Is this block is valid? Okay. Also, if this, because this is a text field, it's not a date field, it's a text field. Okay. So that means FileMaker doesn't have a problem. You can use a date field as you can use a text field as a date, right? It won't be sorted correctly, but it will be, it is possible. So when you have this configuration, when you said when you want to say if if a field is valid and it's a text, that means it's a universe. Text, you can enter whatever you want. Text, you can enter time, you can enter date, you can enter numbers, you can enter text, you can enter, text is universal, a field that you can put everything. But if you say this, get as dates, that means, okay, first, you need to take that as a date, because if you don't do this, well, it will say yes to everything. Correct? Because I'm not telling that this is a date. So it doesn't know what to validate. It doesn't know. It doesn't know what to validate, because I say, okay, but if I go here and I say this is a date field, it should have said no. This is the date field. So let's put a date here. Said 1.
I actually used that right there, that this implicit is valid that we're looking at right now. I use that to validate relationships. If you like put a key into a global to like warm something up.
Yeah. Also that works, but let me use this field instead. So I put a date here. Oh yeah, let me disengage this. I didn't want to show you this, but let me disengage this. Okay. So this says it's valid dates, but if I put here, this value must be, okay, see, he said no, because the is valid, I can use it if I point to a date field and it will understand that is a date. But if it's not a date field, it's a text field, right? Then here, you need to say, and if I put here 45, it doesn't know. It said, yes, it's okay, it's valid. So if it's not a date field, you need to go there and say get as dates, and then you do this and say now it says 0. Because you say, okay, I understand this is not a date. Correct? So now we learn about the date. So this is what I need to do that. So how I can get it to disappear, I don't want you to see this right now. How I can get this to go away, knowing that I have no triggers. No trigger. So that means this is in the field definition. So this is a true replacement field definition validation. It's not a fake. It's true. That means every field, every of this field you go, you put on all the layouts will have the same behavior. For example, if I create a new layout, right, and I put the date here like this works. I have no script trigger. So how this works? Well, very simple. So this is when I want the thing to disappear, like it should be, right? You do this, go, boom, it doesn't work because it's month, day, year. So it's 03, 04, 2024. This is a date. Okay? This is not. Okay. So how I disappear? Well, do you think it's very complicated? No, it's not. So what I do, I say if getting the content of itself. So I'm pointing to itself, because I am into the field definition. I am in the field itself. So I can call self instead of doing this. Okay? I can call self. If getting as dates what the field itself is, and if getting this as a date is valid, if that means, okay, keep what's inside the field. Keep what I just typed. If it's not, blank. That's it. That's it. Now, right? You can do something, you can enhance this if you want. You can say invalid, for example, if you want, right? So if I take this, boom. But I don't like this because it implies you need to go there, remove this, invalid. You can do it. I don't like it. I prefer to blank it. And by the same token, you can go and do whatever you want. You say, yes, but I want to, I want RGB. I want color, text color of this, and I want this like red, right? So if I put this, boom, right? If you want to enhance, you can go there and say, select the entire content, and you can put, like a drop-down calendar if you want. So you said this, so you can say blah, 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 and you said invalid. You click here and you can say this is valid. But it stays, what's the name? It stays red. So you can enhance this and say this one, text remove color, text color removed, and this. That means, boom, that means if you type something wrong, it's red. When you select this and you say, okay, no, I want to put a real date, now I remove the color. Knowing that I'm not painting this as black, I'm removing the color. I'm not putting black. Why I'm not doing this is because, let's say if this is blue, well, if I put this is red, but if I put the real stuff, it's blue. If I had said black, it would have put that black. Correct? So you see, right? So how that works. So let's do a recap. If is valid, the contents, if getting the self as date is valid. If then remove the color and put whatever I typed. Otherwise, put a color on the text invalid and put it red. All of this without any trigger. And here you have no way you can change the color. No way you can change the color. So you have much, much more freedom to do whatever you want with this. And it's not that complicated neither. Okay? So let's say now I have a time. I want to do that on the time. Okay. Okay. So I put a time that works, right? But let's say I'm putting this is not a time. This is AM, or this is a time. It is. Even this is a time. It is. It works. It is a time. Okay. But if I put this, oh yeah.
Technically,
yeah,
it'll interpret the 24-hour time.
Yeah, it will interpret 24. So, but let's say if I put 25 0, yeah, it's a time, but it's not a clock time. That's why it works. You know what I mean? It's not a clock time. It's a time, not a clock time. It doesn't reset at 24. You know, it's a time. That means I can have you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a clock. So anyway, it's a time, minutes, second, and AM. See, here it didn't work. So now we understand. So for example, if I said 24:00:00 p.m., it won't understand. But if I said 11:00:00 p.m., he understands, right? But if I remove this, then this is no longer a time, a clock time. It's 11 minutes, it's 11 hours, or it's 300 hours. I can do that also. It's 300 hours and 23 minutes. I can do that. FileMaker allows this. If you put PM, it won't work. Why? It's because you go clockwise. Okay, so I need a webinar on the time on FileMaker, right? Because this is something like
time like duration, and then time like on the clock.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a duration instead of clock time, you know. So if you say 11 like this is 11 hours. You know, 11 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 second. That works. I can say, 455 hours. But if I put PM, now I'm out. So it's no longer a time. So it goes away. Right? So if I tap this, it goes away. Correct? So do we have any questions so far about this?
Yes, we have two.
Okay.
One at Burkle, if it's set as a date field and you enter, say, month, day, but then go to the next field because you're not entering the year, can it fill in the?
No, it won't fill in. If you do this,
yeah,
it goes. Yeah, it will work. It's a date for him too.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
so
date.
It's just omitting the year. We just don't know.
Yeah. It's it's saying this. It's saying that, but I don't know the year. I know it's the 25th of July of any years, right? But so you can do that, right? But and you can do this as 2020. I want to, you can do that. But I don't think if you do this, no, it's invalid. You understand? So you can do the 1st of you can say the 1st of April. That works. It's a date, right? It is. So you would like to have something that fills the, that fills the year. I can do that, but I can do that on the third day. We have 3 days, you know. This is the very beginning, right? It's the very beginning. So we have the dates, we have the time, right? So now let's do something that I like a lot, right? I like a lot. Is this. Here I have a number. Okay, so let's use the FileMaker way. Let's do the FileMaker way, the FileMaker BS. I want this to be numeric only, okay? So I'm going here and I said, I put a number, that's okay. But if I don't put a number, that happen, I can enter my stuff and at the end, boom. Yes, no, revert, and you know, and the exidrine, you know, coming with. Okay. What I do want, I want that to happen. I show that many times, but I'm going to show it again. Here I have my virtual keyboard here. Then you can see what I'm typing. Okay. So I'm typing a E, a R, a T, a Y, a U, a I. I'm typing this. I can even go there and try with this to enter text. Doesn't work. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. This. Nothing works. This. Nothing works. Why? Well, you ask for numbers, no? That's what you asked for. So if I go there, if I type a 7, that works. If I put, you know, 8, 9, so that works. Number works. Okay. But if I come here, I say 55 and I say U, T, Y, T, doesn't work. It doesn't type, right? It doesn't, right? So, and you can have a nice placeholder numeric only. Okay. Okay, so if I go there and I tap this, he said, if I type this, right? So now I have the comma. The comma is accepted. The dot is accepted. The minus, it should have accepted, but yeah. So if I put minus, is accepted. Okay, you understand? Because -9 is a number, right? So we have many ways to do that, but this one, I like it because it's a much elegant way to do that, right? So here I'm typing numbers, and guess what happened here? Let's put the number smaller. And what happened here, if I type, so I have my keywords here, keyboards. Let's say I'm typing a number here. Oh, yeah, because okay, so yeah, sorry. This text, I allows both of them. Yeah, I changed my demo before I start. So here I can enter this, but look this, text only. It can be this, it can be numbers and text, right? But no dots, no comma, no slash, no backslash, no, all the special characters are not allowed. Okay, just text, correct? just text. Here, text and numbers. Text and numbers. But no special characters. Here, I have no text, only number, and no special characters. Correct? Okay. So now, how this works? How this works? I have a special custom function for you that I call get numerical characters and get alphanumerical character. Alphanumerical character, right? Alphanumerical. This does both. Okay. Now, how that works? I put kind of like an explanation here for you guys, right? So you can read that if you want, but I will explain how that works. Okay. I'm using a system, very simple, where every time you type something, you have a code. Everything you type, that's a code demonstration. Code, this is 65, the letter A. 7 is 55. 89 is this. H is this. Okay, so everything you type here, you get a code. Everything you type, even the space has a code, right? Everything has a code. Space has a code. This has a code. This one. This one. Everything has a code. Okay? So now, let me open something here for you. This is an ASCII table. Okay? So for all the characters and for, let's say, for all the keys possible on a keyboard. Okay? Let's talk like this. All the keys on the keyboard. Okay? Space, escape, you know, so you have keys that we don't know because they are come from you know, Jacob, you know that, you know, the terminal keyboards, you know I mean, yep. The mainframe terminal keyboards, you have much more. Huh?
I live and breathe it.
Okay. So I you know, I pretty much start my career using those type of terminal with the IBM 36 system. I was working on an hotel in Monaco, Principauté of Monaco, and they have this IBM 36 system. So this. So it was, you know, a computer from the early 80s. This is is an IBM 36. Okay. And with this, you have you know, you have those keyboards like this. You see, so you have much more keys. Key here, and you have that the function, but you have much more keys here, and you have much more stuff. Okay, on the IBM 36. So that the aparte, that's why you have those. Okay, but what interesting us is this: the space, the deletion, and we have the tab somewhere here. Tab, right? Backspace. You know, we have all of this. We have enter here, Calvary return. Oops. And we have the line feed, which is enter, right? So we have those keys. If I type this in FileMaker, it will return the code associated, right? So for example, the letter A is 65, remember? When I type A, I got 65, right? So following this, Each time I'm typing something, I build that for you. Each time I'm typing something, R is 114. Space, space, no, minus, oh yeah, I don't know, J, right? N. So you have all the character. When you type something, you have the value that goes with it. Okay. So this custom function here that will get it, what I'm saying, right, this is what interesting us. Okay. So I said this, I want the 64 to 91. So if the code is between 65, right, and 90, because it's strictly inferior. 65 to 90, strictly superior to 64 is strictly inferior to 91. That means, okay, I want the uppercase. I should have said this, by the way. Right? So I'm allowing the characters from A to Z uppercase because 65 to 90, right? 65 to 90. I allow this. It's allowed. Okay. Then I said from 97 to 122 because it's strictly, right? This is this. 97 to 122. Correct? Okay. So I allow this. Then also I allow from 48, to 57, 48 to 57. Those are the numbers. So now you understand. I allow those characters, right? I allow this, and I allow this. This is different. We talk about this later. So this and this. So I allow this. So now let's say I don't want the numbers. Okay. So you remove this from the code, right? And now the numbers doesn't work. I cannot enter number, just text. Number I can't, text. Number I can't, text. Correct? So if you want, in that case, that's why I did this, because I want to show you the flexibility. Okay? This is alpha numerical characters. So let's re-engage this. And let's duplicate this function and call it alpha. Okay? And I just remove this from the code. I remove. That means this now won't be allowed. I removed all the numbers with the alpha characters. So now you have this one that says alpha numerical, no special characters, or so this is text and digits only. And then I have the text 2, right? And I will say text 2, it's text only, right? But here we use a trigger. But don't worry, Don't worry. So it's a trigger on keystroke. That means each time you type something in the fields, that will trigger the scripts. Okay? By the way, I need to have a new script here. So this is alpha numerical, and this is alpha only. Let's put the number here. And here you have the calc. Okay? So I put some, commentary. So the calc here, I'm using, what's the name? I'm using this. So I'm going to get using my new alpha char. Okay? I'm going to talk about the parameter later. This is alpha, so I'm getting only the alpha with this. Oh, yeah, this is preventing alpha numerical, preventing non-numeric. So yeah, sorry, I should, yeah, it's okay. I'm going to come back there. Let's say I'm changing this and I said alpha only. Okay, so I'm changing the function on this one, right? And because this script prevents, so I'm going to explain the script later. Okay, so let's remove this. So now here, I can only enter text. I cannot enter numbers, okay? Because I use this function, which is the get alpha only. This is get alpha numerical, and this is get numeric only. Okay, so I have 3. Do we have any questions so far?
Not on this. There's a discussion going on about formatting of dates and data and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so we all understand what's going on here, okay, about the text. That means, okay, the beauty of this is that when you say text only, then if you type a number, it doesn't come. So you expect that to happen. Because you said text only, it's text, right? So, but now, before we go to the script, I don't want to go to the script too much, right? I said, yeah, Nick, that's cool, right? But I also want to allow some special characters. Okay. You say, okay. You have 2 ways to do that, but I'm showing the simple way. And tomorrow we go more and more and more. Today we do some like an introduction. Tomorrow we go a little bit further, and the 3rd day we have 3 days on this. So don't worry. I'm going to explain everything. Remember, I'm using a trigger. I'm using a script. So you say, okay, Nick, yeah, that's cool, but I want at least a comma, a dot, a slash, a question mark, this, at least some of those, right? At least this, right? Stuff like this. So you can allow whatever you want, right? Oh, yeah, because this one doesn't like it. I need to do this.
Yeah, like quoting.
Yeah. Okay. So now, oh my gosh. Yeah, because it's I got the wrong version of the script. I'm sorry, guys. I got the wrong version of the script. It's an older version that I had, and it's not capable of doing the parameter. It's okay. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow because I'm not. It's not taking the parameters as I want. I need to fix this. I thought I did and I forgot. Because I took an old version because I have I had those commentary and stuff like this. But anyway, it's 54, 55. Anyway, well, I'm going to check that tomorrow. I'm going to explain that tomorrow. But you can allow characters like this, right, in the parameter. You can allow a character. Let's say we allow one character, okay, because I know that will work. Okay, so I'm allowing one character. I want, for example, the @ sign. Okay, so now the @ sign, I can type it. Correct? I can do that with the alt sign. I can do that. Right? Text and the @ sign. So you can add an additional character, you know, on your calculation. But this is something is just temporary. It's just for that field, you know, just for that field. I mean, if I go to my other layouts and I'm putting the text, if I want the add fields, why is working? Oh, yeah. Preventing numeric character. If I need to if I can have this, no numbers, I have text. If I need the @ sign that I'm striking right now, I need to go there and again said I want the @ sign. And you know, because it's a parameter on the fields. Okay. But now you say, yeah, but that's cool, but you know, I want to allow all the special characters, right? I want to allow all of them, and I don't want to type them all the time, right? So that's why I came to that point. Okay, we'll go to this. I'm going to explain the script tomorrow. Don't worry. Let's stay on the custom function for now. I'm going to the custom function on the alphanumerical, and you see how I build this here, right? How this is built. So let's do the same. Let's add a line. We go to our ASCII table, and what do you want to add? From 32, right? I want to add those. All of those. See, all of those will be allowed, right? From 32, because it's greater than, I should have said greater than equal, but it's okay. 2, 48. Allow special characters. Correct?
There's another short list of them too after that.
Yeah. So now, if I go there, all the special character allows here, for example, parentheses, right? They are allowed now, but numbers, no. Text, yes. And special character, but not all of them. So then I'm explaining to you how to read this. So I allow from here to here, but there's another batch of special characters, right? So we have from here to here also until here. And then we have those, right? Okay. So by the same token, we go to custom function. And then we say special character 1. That will be the 2 and the 3. And we go there. Go there. And we continue. So strictly superior from 57 until 97. And the third, those characters 1 to 2 to 128. Okay? So now I lose all of them. From there to there, from there to there. Those are the special characters. Those are, see here, and this is my special characters, and this is something else I'm going to explain later. So now I have this, I have all the special characters, all allowed, all of them. Okay? They're all. So you have, with this system here, much more flexibility than you can have with any other system, right? Because you can control what you want to do. You don't need to understand that how it works, right? You know, you don't need to understand. You just said, okay, I'm going to allow the keystroke, the code keystroke, this and this, you know, superior than this and inferior than this, superior than this, inferior than this, correct? And then you put like a special, you know, a comment to know what that is, right? You understand? So do we have any questions so far?
Ken had a question kind of about the approach, because we're with the custom functions, you're setting up lists of characters to allow for entry into the field. And he was wondering about if you were trying to do the opposite, if you wanted to block certain specific characters, just as an approach.
Yes.
Which I think would basically just be filtering out, like if you tried to filter the @ out, for example, only preclude that one from being entered.
Yeah. So I want to try this. I don't really. I built this like in 2016, and to be honest with you, I never really experiments, you know. So let's say I'm going to put a special character, right? I'm going to avoid. So you want to block, you know, you want to block a character. That's what you want to do. Okay. So let's say the number 6, I have a special character here, right? The number 6. Let's say the number 6, I'm changing the number 6. Well, I can add a 10. Let's add a 10. The 4. The 4 is free. Or let's add something here. Let's add this. Let's add something here and say, okay, I want to add a 10. And this 10, it's let's say you want to block the @ sign, which is buried somewhere. Where's the @ sign? I don't see it.
It's 64 top. Yep, third column.
Oh yeah, here. Okay. So I want to block the 64. Normally, okay. So I said the number 64, I want to block it. This is the @ sign, right? So we can put this like this. Okay. This is a @ sign, 64. And I come in here. And I said, this character here, I block it. I put a 1 here because at the bottom here, I said 0 or 1. 0. No, I mean, if I remember, because I built this, but I don't. Normally, the @ sign should be blocked. What happened here? Special character, special character. Oh, yeah. Forgot this. Okay. What? Yeah, so I put this here. Yeah,
Do you need
10.
a semicolon after the special char 10 equals 64?
No, because it's the end. Hold on. List usage is not allowed in this calculation. Where I usually, oh, maybe this. No. Or the at sign. Maybe he doesn't like the at sign. No. Why?
Where are we using list?
Let's see. If I remove this, if it's validating. No. So it's not this. Special character 10 equal at sign. And why say list is not allowed? That's super weird. If I put 0 here. No, it's there's a problem here. Okay, let me. Why? Because if I'm let's add something here, you know. Special character 9, and then I put 10 here. And then I'm doing the same here. So, you know, so I'm not going to use the name. So here I said 1. Okay. Special character 9. I have it. It's there. Okay. I you know, I don't want to
You don't have you have a special char 10 and then you don't have one below. Do you need one?
yeah, but it doesn't matter if I don't have this.
Oh,
It's a problem with this. Oh, script parameter 4. Yeah, this I need to save 64. I have no idea why he's doing this. Wait. Yeah, it's validating in. Okay, so anyway, so let me fix this, and for tomorrow I will do that. But anyway, you normally you don't have to do all of this, but I want to explain to you how you block this, right? So the most important is that we block characters like this. You know, we block the character, so it's not typing, right? There's another way. There's another way to block for numbers. Okay, but I'm showing that tomorrow. But so if we don't have another question, I'm going to continue tomorrow.
I don't see additional ones. Does anyone have any questions? Type now or forever hold your peace. And by forever, I mean until tomorrow.
Okay, so yeah. Just a recap. This gives you much more freedom, much more control. I'm going to clean up because I have a lot of extra text here. I'm going to remove that just for the demo because I want to explain to the people what is going here, what is going on here, right? I have no idea why it doesn't want the you know, maybe I'm going to do that for you guys tomorrow. Okay. So because I'm pretty sure if I put 1, which is an error, we can do a test. If I put a 1 here, that means if I put 1 here, I shouldn't be able to put any capital letters, and I can. So it's not a 1. Yeah, so it's something else. So anyway, I'm going to check this for tomorrow, right? Because I never go that far in the in the demonstration. Oh, which one? Oh, I did this. Oh, that's why. Yeah. Oh, I did the wrong one. Is this one I need to go? Because normally, let's say I want to block temporary. I want to block the here, right? The capital letters. Yeah, I cannot see. if I go there and I put caps lock and I said A, but small a, yes. Caps lock, no. So you have this type of freedom, right? So pretty much if I fix this issue that I had, adding a line here, maybe if I do this, it was 64, right?
Yeah.
Maybe if I do this and I say the special character 6, I'm blocking it. Yeah, @sign is not allowed. Right. This one here, yes, but this one, no. @sign, see? So you can do that. So I anticipate. So if I go there, right, and I type this, it's not allowed. If I go back to my custom function and I said, yes, I want it, I put 0 here. So I remove the blocking. Then it's not working either. Okay, never mind. Okay. we do that tomorrow. I'm going to fix this. Anyway, we can see tomorrow. Oh, here. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah. So now we know. Yeah, now it's work.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's a long time that I wasn't, I didn't go there to do stuff like this. But pretty much here, when you want to block something, you block here with you put 1 instead of 0, which I put here. 0, no error, that means valid. It's valid character, and 1 is not. That's why I build that way. That's why, you know what I mean? So I return 0 and 1, right? So you return 1, you block. If you return 0, it doesn't. Here you define the character, right? You define which character you want to catch. This is a character you want to sniff, okay, to catch, right? And then you allow or you don't allow it, right? So tomorrow I'm going to have an example with for example, with an email kind of field, right? And you want to make sure that you have no special characters that doesn't work on emails, right? Which are pretty much all of them, but the underscore and the dots, @sign. What else, Jacob, in an email? Underscore.
Plus. You can use plus characters for the
the dash,
the tagging notation
dash,
or tagging notation, whatever.
The dash, whatever character.
Underscore. Underscore.
Yeah, underscore, but the slash, no, huh?
I don't think so, no.
And the @sign, the ampersand?
That's a good question. I don't think those are allowed. And now you make me go look at the email standard. There's an official list of things that are allowed. They actually clarified it at one point because it was a little unclear for years. And then people did the thing that people do, which is put cool stuff in there.
Yeah, so you see, if you want, for example, space is not allowed, on the special on an email. So I will take the email example and I will, make that available to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or even a date, right? Because in a date, when you enter the date, right? Here, if I want to type, I can block for here, because here I can type this if I want, but I shouldn't be allowed this. I shouldn't be allowed, right? So I should be allowed to do this, right? I should be allowed to do this to prevent alphanumerical characters, but allowing this character. Okay. So now I can put numbers, slash, but nothing else. Right? That works. But I cannot type anything else. But I still have the dates validation system. That means if I put 45 here, it's invalid. But now in this, I can type numbers and slash, but I cannot type text, which is normal. It's a date field, correct? So you see the freedom you have here. You can manipulate all of this, right? So we have time tomorrow, and also we're going to continue to do the in range from the value lists, and this is obvious. Maximum characters. That's cool because when you arrive at a maximum range, boop, stop typing. Right? You stop typing because you reach the maximum. And we're going to learn how to put tags and to catch those errors, and then we can have scripts reading this and stuff. We have many things to talk about. But I need to fix this for tomorrow. The custom function. Well, don't worry. Okay, guys.
Time to land the plane. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you for your attendance. I actually don't have the outro today. We're flying light, as it were. But yeah, thanks everyone for attending. Thank you all for coming, and for those of you that will be here tomorrow, we'll see you again soon.
Okay. See you then.